Hey everybody, welcome back to another bookshelf review. I know it's been a minute, but we're back. Um, I'm Grim, and today we're going to be talking about The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. That's what I'm going to call it. Um, this was my first read of 2026. Um, and I mean, it's my first real, getting my toes wet and like the mystery and thriller genres. And so I figured I want to talk about it. Like I said, it was my first read of 2026. Um, the book was put out in February, I think February 5th of 2019. It's about 330, 340 pages long. That's pretty decent front to back for you guys who can read really fast. Not me. You can probably breeze through it, but it took me some time to read it. And I'll get into why later, but we're going to start. Here we go. The Silent Patient is a shocking psychological thriller of a woman's act of violence against her husband, and of the therapist obsessed with uncovering her motive. Alicia Berenson's, it's a weird last name, Alicia Berenson's life is seemingly perfect. A famous painter married to an in-demand fashion photographer, she lives in a grand house with big windows overlooking a park in one of London's most desirable areas. One evening, her husband Gabriel returns home late from a fashion shoot, and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face, and then she never spoke another word. Alicia's refusal to talk or give any kind of explanation turns a domestic tragedy into something far grander, a mystery that captures the public imagination and casts Alicia into notoriety. The price of her art skyrockets, and she, the silent patient, is hidden away from the tabloids and the spotlights at the Grove, a secure forensic unit in North London. Theo Faber is a criminal psychotherapist who has waited a long time for the opportunity to work with Alicia. His determination to get her to talk and unravel the mystery of why she shot her husband takes him down a twisting path into his own motivations, a search for the truth that threatens to consume him. So I know the back of the book blurb usually kind of covers this, but I just kind of want to toss my own little, spices in there. Obviously, it talks about how Theo is like an almost obsessed, individual to getting into what happens, and it does kind of shows his reasonings on why he's doing it and how it's affecting his life and his marriage and what he's doing. He even goes into depth of he's breaking down the walls and blurs the lines and confidentiality and patient care, and stuff like that. He goes to a lot of her friends and families behind supervisors' backs when he shouldn't. It's a very twisty mystery and it's very enthralling. I think as far as generalizing the story, I think the back of the book kind of encapsulates it pretty good, without giving too much away. So I think thematically, the book really is a how far will you go is the big theme. That's what I got from it. How far will you go, sir, to do what you need to do? Theo, like I said, is constantly pushing the boundaries to follow the rabbit hole. What's going on? There are some themes of abuse that pop up throughout it. It's not super but it's there. But this obviously, if you can't tell, is very, very, very much about mental illnesses, and I think it's well represented in the story. I'm not an expert, obviously, in mental illness, but it seems, from what I know of mental illness and what I've seen, this seems like a very good representation of it. The book is also told through 2 perspectives, and it is told through Theo's perspective of what's happening in the present, and the past is being told through journal entries that Alicia has left, leading up to the day that her husband is murdered. Um, and so you're able to like pick specific pieces up through everything. I think my general like thoughts and consensus, like I said, this is my first, excuse me, first like mystery thriller type of thing that I've ever read. It was a really nice change of pace from like all the like horror stuff that I like normally read and that I really like. I feel the way the story is written, and I'm sure it's written very intentionally that way, and I assume most mysteries are. But it's written like think of like a big old ball of knotted like yarn. You're just slowly undoing the knots. Slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly. Every chapter, ding 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 ding, till it's all nice and laid out, straight, fine, and it's understandable. That is one thing I will say, I guess, before my closing opinions while I'm on the topic. This does not leave any, like, open ends. It's pretty, like, which I like. I do like some ambiguity in endings sometimes, but this, when you read it, or have read it and are just watching the reviews because you enjoyed it, know why it probably is best that it's not left ambiguous. I liked it that way, and I feel like it was good for the story to have a finite ending. So, I'll go back to my previous thoughts. The characters that are represented in the story are done well. From the major characters to all the way to the minor characters. They are all represented well. They all have like very unique dialogue to like those people. They're all very believable, and I feel like they're like kind of adjacent-ish to people I've maybe met in real life, you know? And it's the character's written well, and it's like different pieces of like Alicia's life and of Theo's life and of people like outside influencing them, and everyone has their own piece to the puzzle, has their own slice in this ginormous fucked up pie. Small spoiler, very small spoiler, the book has a very major twist in it, and I will say it is something that I kind of saw coming, but I did very, very, very much enjoy the execution of the twist. I feel like it was done really well. And by the time you know what's happening, you're like, oh fuck. I was leaving it at that. It's just very good. I know we're already at the closing opinion, but for this kind of book, it's hard to really talk about it without giving a lot away. So this video's gonna be a little short, or shorter than my normal ones. Everyone knows though, if you watch any of my previous things, I'm fucking easy to please, bro. I shouldn't be doing reviews because I don't really got like, I'm not like mean because I haven't wrote a book. Like this guy, or like Alex, like Michaelides, however you fucking pronounce it. He knows how to write a book, and I don't. So, like, I'm easy to please. I thought it was great. Yeah. I mean, that's it. I just thought it was great. It was a good thriller, good mystery. It definitely is worth the read. But I'll get to, like, the scoring and stuff and my actual opinions. But, the book, I will say, does start just a little slow. A little slow from my personal enjoyment. However, I feel like the way it starts is necessitates the way the rest of the book goes. It is a slow start, but it just kind of snowballs and just like starts really picking the knots out like really fast at some point. You're like, oh shit. Like I said, some things were kind of mildly predictable, but but I still found myself really enjoying it, even though I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, I saw that coming. I'm like, well, yeah, because it's like human predictability, and it's written well because you know that's how people act. And like I said earlier, I know I'm no expert in mental illness, but I feel like the mental illnesses that are represented in this are done quite well. And I feel like it's very appropriate behavior for some of the characters that are depicted with specific illnesses. And I feel like it's a good, like, trying to tiptoe around it. It's a good representation of a very marginalized group of like very severe mental illness, like super violent behaviors. But it's good because you kind of see inside there. There's a couple characters that'll talk through the book. Like, oh God, like, but it's done well because that's what the kind of person is. I think ultimately I'm gonna give the book a 4 out of 5. It's a definite read for anyone who like might want to. It's like a definite read for somebody who might want to get into the genre. I feel like this is a good like doorway into those books, which I think is good. I think it's a very good entry point because it's not a softball book, but it's not like you're not confused. You know, I never found myself confused or lost, which I hate feeling that way because I feel stupid. And I don't like to feel stupid. Do you like to feel stupid? No one likes to feel fucking stupid when they read. And it was very enjoyable. Like I said, 4 out of 5. I can't really recommend this book enough to like, really want to get into it. But yeah, I think it's got to wrap it for this. So, thank you guys for coming and hanging out and watching this. I know it's been a while. Life's been lifing. And I just, I do this for fun. I kind of just forget to do them sometimes. Like, I've read a couple books. I'm just, like, not going to do a book on. Like, I read the 2 Nick Roberts haunted The Exorcist House books. And, like, if somebody's like, hey, you should do that, I'll do it. But I'm not going to. I'm just like, by the time I got to the 3rd one, I was like, like, it's great. It's good. It's very good. It's like, I'm fucking tired of reading it because I read them like back to back, which I've never done. But anyway, that's a whole different book for a whole different thing. But if you guys like have recommendations on like books you want to see done, I'll do it, bro. Just let me know. I will read some weird shit. Okay. But like I said, thanks for hanging out and being with me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.